welcome to the stream. Now, I am just testing to make sure the stream is up on both Twitch and YouTube. Yes, indeed, it is up on YouTube, and it is also up on Twitch. Okay, cool, epic, based, and stream pilled. Alright. Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome all people of all types and all everything. Let me check the Discord and see. Okay, yes, the announcement, the automated announcement worked properly. Alright. I doubt anyone will watch this stream at all while it's streaming, while it's live, but that's alright. We shall immortalize it on YouTube for all to see, for all times to come. Now, before we continue, let's check the meme of the day. What we got here? We can also use this as an audio check.
You need to listen carefully, okay? This guy, your hero, nut job.
It's true.
I told him that he's done enough training, but he says, nope, not yet. That's all he ever says, and he won't let me go. He's relentless. I haven't had a chance to rest.
That explains a lot, honestly.
I even told him that he had gotten 3 times stronger than me, but he won't stop till he's 100 times stronger. It's insane. That guy's a berserker. No, a berserker probably has more of a heart than him. He's like a super berserker!
This is where you've been hiding.
That's great. So the green guy is supposed to be me, I think. That's awesome, yeah. I love that. Thank you, Conan, for creating that. It's hilarious. Fuck you, buddy. Meme of the millennium. Fuck you, buddy. Literally meme of the millennium right there. Let's check this one out. What's that noise, bro? I don't like that. It's a silly Billy. Duh. See? Announcements. Okay, beautiful. The automated YouTube announcement worked as well. I should probably just get rid of that because I'm always going to be streaming on both. So today we're going to be just chilling, you know, just vibing. But we're also going to be playing Imperator Rome, and I'm going to be sharing my genius level tactics with you guys. And before we get started, I would just like to first disable that and then show you guys the lay of the land and sort of let you get a feel for this game. So right now we're in political map view. We're going to go to simple terrain, and we're going to go through all these views very quickly just to show you what it's all about. So here we have the terrain types of regions. Brown is hills, yellow is farmland. We got forest, we got light blue is marsh. There's also a unique type called floodplains. I think it's only in the Nile River and maybe a little bit in the Far East as well. We've got the blank looking ones are plains. And we got some desert down here, some oases, some desert hills. The dark ones are mountains, and then there's also impassable terrain, which is almost always mountains of some kind. And, I think that's it for terrain for the most part. We have steppe as well. This thing right here, this type, this color. Let's go to the culture. I love the culture map mode. It's amazing. I just love looking at it. So we've got Anatolian culture group here. We'll just go over the ones we'll be interacting with the most, and then we'll glaze over the rest. You know, like the more distant ones. We've got Greek culture group in the blue here, and the cyan is the Thracian culture group in this area. We have Illyrian culture group type here. We've got the Italics, which would be the Romans and Roman adjacent. And we've got, this is very interesting to me, I found the Proto-European culture group, which is like, I guess they're like still a very old type, because Proto-European is like, it's really old, dude. So I guess these are the remnants, the last remnants of the old ways or something like that. Then we have we have the Iberian culture group right here in the orange. And then the Celtiberian culture group, which is like more Celtic. It's like a Celtic Iberian blend. And then the green is the Gauls, the Gallic culture group of many types. We have Belgic people here. We have the Germanic peoples here. We've got Balto-Slavic people, and then Finnic people, which is interesting that the Finnics are way out here, you know? Strange. Also, this is strange. What's that all about? It's one little tiny area that's uninhabitable. Very strange, isn't it? And then let's go over here to the Insular Celtic. Insular meaning people who kind of like stick to the land. They stick to this and they don't really leave. They don't go anywhere. They don't travel outside of these lands. And here we have all across the Mediterranean, the edge of the Mediterranean, we have Levantine peoples, which I never knew that Canaanites were Levantine type peoples. Very interesting. And we've got like Punic colonies around here as far as the Betis River in modern day Spain. It's very, very interesting. I also find it really interesting about the Germanic peoples, as I'm sure you've already seen, having their own colonies all the way as far west as here with the Massalian people, which is actually its own sovereign nation. Hemeroscopeon, which is like a sort of, it's a plutocratic public government, which is like this is a sort of like a trading state. We've got a few more as well over here with Emporion, which I think literally means like, translates to something like trade hub or something along those lines in the ancient Greek language. We've got Massalia here, which is a famous ancient Greek city-state. And then we have, well, this is all Massalia, okay. Yeah, these are all Massalia. Actual Massalia is right here, the city of Massalia. And then I believe we have a, Gymnasia, which is the independent state of Malta, modern day Malta. Well, the land of Malta. And I think, okay, no, this is a Canaanite colony. Gotcha. Right, and then we have Greek populations. We've got, the Bosporan peoples, the ancient Greek Bosporan peoples, which I think this land became inhabited later, hundreds of years later, by Gothic Germanic peoples. And we have Greek colonies just lining the Black Sea here. And because of the campaigns of Alexander, check this out, we have Macedonian peoples, Macedonian pops, way out here, way out here. Look at this, way far east, as far as what is that, modern day Pakistan, right? Over here in this area, modern day Pakistan. I find that so fascinating. Look at this, way the hell out here. It's kind of wild, but these are the conquests of Alexander the Great, who traveled as far east as modern day India in his conquests. And so this game, the date of this game's start date takes place shortly after the implosion of Alexander the Great's empire, uh, after his death. So the remnants of his empire are, let me see, let me just quickly go over these. Arachosia, Bactria, Parthia, and of course the Seleucid Empire, Carmania, which I have not seen before. Probably a new addition with some of the mods that we have. Atropatene, no, that's different. Okay. I don't remember if Armenia was historically within the fold of Alexander's empire. I believe it was. Then we have Cappadocia being, that may have also been independent, or maybe not, but it is a land of Celtic peoples, I believe. Or am I tripping? Oh, no. It later was, but it just hasn't happened yet. In 304 BC, I'm pretty sure it becomes a, like, pretty soon into the game, after you start, it becomes a land of Celtic colonizers, people, Celts from the far lands of Western Europe, migrating all the way to this Cappadocia area. And then we have the Antigonid Kingdom, the infamous Antigonids. We also have the Lysimachids of Thrace, who are inheritors of Alexander's fallen empire as well. And then, of course, we have Macedon, the last but certainly not least, or as it's pronounced in the ancient Greek tongue, I think it's Macedon. I don't think they pronounced any C's as a K sound. And then we have Egypt, which I can't remember if it was conquered by Alexander or not. I have a feeling it was, and it was a part of his empire, but nonetheless, that, I believe, is the extent of the Alexandrian bloodlines, families, the top families of Alexander's empire. Mainly just the Seleucids, the Antigonids, the Lysimachids, and the, what was the name? The Antipatrids, controlling the lands of Macedon. And also, don't forget Bactria, the lesser known Bactria and Parthia. Those are the main ones. So anyways, we're going to be playing as my most played state of this entire game, and my favorite state, which is the state of Sparta. We're going to be doing the highly difficult, the infamous Sparta run, and we're going to see how far I can get before I perish. We'll see if I perish at all. And so I'm going to click start. Hold on, advanced AI. Too strong or meta? More mercenaries and bribe them. Prevent civil wars. Develop better as tribes. Increase number of province settle investments. Annually move populations. Really? Okay, let's try it and see. Let's see how that goes. Is it gonna be? Oh shit! Oh wow! Look at that. What? That's crazy. All right, we're gonna do normal because I do like a challenge, but I just don't like the idea of like AI cheese, and this is literally AI cheese. Like, look at this shit. So we will do a advanced AI though, and we'll see how that goes. This is all I'm gonna leave default except the dynastic diadochi names, because it changes these nations to their their diadochi family titles. All diadochi leaders have crowned themselves with the title of Basileus, secure their rule in the regions of Macedon, and Thrace. The Antipatrids and the Lysimicids could officially make their kingdoms a personal domain of their dynasties. So they personalized their nations by naming the nations themselves to the names of their bloodlines, of their families, of their dynasties, one might say. So that's all we're gonna do, and we're gonna go ahead and hit start. Real quick, I forgot to change, or not change, but show the other map modes. So let's go to let's quickly finish going over the culture. So we have the Scythian peoples here, Caucasian peoples in this area. We've got Aramaic peoples here. We got the Egyptian types like the Memphites and whatnot in this area. We've got the rare Phazani culture group, the Phazani peoples in this area. The Numidians here. And we have many Greek colonies spread out all around, all throughout the Mediterranean. For the most part, that's it. That's mostly all we're ever going to be interacting with, except maybe the Arabian types, which are spread out here. We've got the Yemenis, we've got the Nilotics, and we've got the Nubians here as well, and the Axumites in this area. Yeah, that's about it. We've got some in the Far East, but we won't be interacting with them. I find it interesting. So we have the Iranians, but I find it interesting the Bactrians have their own entire culture group. Very, very interesting. And also, I have no idea. I didn't even know that this culture group was a thing. The Sakan culture group. Very, very interesting. Got the Alani people here, which is interesting that you know, the Alans or the Alani, I think they're the same people. The Alans and the Scythians were supposed to be some sort of like Asian type people, but for some reason they are actually a Germanic people. Very interesting, isn't it? There might be something to that if you were to ponder it a little bit, but real quick, I'm gonna see what kind of role we got on the random people, the random fellas that we get in our nation. But if the other one seems better, we'll switch to it. In this case, I think we got a better role on randomized characters. So all I'm gonna do, all I did was I started a new game, like a brand new game, and didn't do anything, and just saved it and then quit out. So we're gonna go back to that one, and we'll use the characters, like the only difference is the characters that we rolled. Also a couple default like things that you would always do when you start a new game, I went ahead and did. Like, we went ahead and set 5 trade routes, all 5 trade routes, and I'll show you which ones they were. So we did iron once, iron once because we already had 1 iron in this province. So I got a second iron, and it gives us plus 10% heavy infantry discipline. It's just amazing for Sparta because they start out having almost entirely heavy infantry units, which you can see there in the middle, where it says on the tooltip, where it's the red shield and the sword, red shield and gladius. 5 of our cohorts, our total cohorts in our nation, are heavy infantry, which is amazing. We got precious metals, just because of the trade value that you get, just to boost up our income right there. Precious metals, they have each unit of precious metals has those 3 effects you see at the beginning of the tooltip. We also got the gemstones, just purely for the income value. Then we got 2 units of stone because, well, first of all, it gives us the build cost when we have a surplus in the capital. It gives us a national reduced build cost and build time. But the fort defense and the local freeman output are both plus 5%. So that's a total of plus 10 fort defense and freeman output in our capital. And freeman output determines the amount of levies that you get, the amount of levy units that you get. So it's based on the not just the amount of freemen you have in an area, which will be the third pop type here, but also their output. So I think their output, pretty sure it's determined by their output as well as the amount of freemen, and not just the amount of freemen. So we weren't able to get any extra units themselves, but it will in the future. The more freemen we get, and the more we increase their output further. So we've got. Let me think of what else I went ahead and did preemptively, but before I even hit start. I got all 8 of these military investments or innovations, which we start out with 8 innovations at the beginning of the game just to spend on anything. There's 4 different categories of research. I went all in on this one line of military because it gives us some really good bonuses that are going to help a lot. So this one gives us, first of all, 1 free province investment, and it decreases the military province investment cost by 10%. This one gives 2.5 starting experience for all of our units. This one gives 5% discipline, which is fantastic. This one gives another 5% discipline and minus 0.5 experience decay, which is a lot. This one gives minus 5 legion maintenance cost, which I don't know if it applies to levies. I don't think, because levies don't have any maintenance. I think, I don't know, but it'll be helpful in the future. This one gives a character with exceptionally high martial, randomly generated. Okay, and another 5% starting experience, and another 5% heavy infantry discipline, which is nuts. This gives 4% army morale recovery, the recovery, after battles and stuff of morale. And this one gives another 5% discipline and minus 5% cohort loyalty gain chance, which is the chance that any cohort in an army will become loyal to their general, whoever their general is, after every battle, I think, or something like that. And it also gives 0.1 military experience every time for each unit, each legion, after every city siege. What else did I go ahead and do? I enacted an omen. I also did these 2 national ideas, which was the 5% morale, 10% reinforcement speed, and 5% morale recovery, which you can only do 3 of any idea at the beginning. So, and these ones you have to do these exact idea types, this many times in order to get your national bonus right here, which is 5 character loyalty, which is a big deal. and 6% national freeman output, which we absolutely want to have. So I was gonna save some political influence, but it doesn't matter right now really, so I'll go ahead and get this. It reduces our shipbuilding cost by 1/4, which is kind of insane. And then I'll get a religious idea, which we need right here in this slot. And I think I'll go for, yeah, we'll go for state religion, which increases the entire civilization level of the nation by 5%. Big deal. And the monthly change by 0.02%, which is also a big deal. These are good bonuses here. Now we have our +5 character loyalty and +6% output, which is kind of nuts. Let's see, did that increase our total? No. All right then. Levy size multipliers are a really big deal, which we can't really increase, but we can increase the amount. I think maybe a freeman output does affect the amount, but to a much lesser degree, perhaps. Then maybe the output just, you know, scales up the amount of levies that you get, but it's like a thing that only has any major effect later on, because of how the way that percentages work in general in our reality. See, they're pretty happy. Our freemen are pretty damn happy. I think they're the happiest out of anybody. Yeah, they're pretty happy. We're also we're gonna use our free province investment on. I don't know what that is. That's kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on with that. It might be some kind of bug, but we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna go ahead and use our one free investment in Sparta on this, because it will increase the local freeman output by 4%. I'm really trying to freeman output max here. Let me think what else I did at the start. So I did character focus, which it's a thing that comes from a mod. I picked martial focus, and I picked strategy. It'll give us +1 martial, and then +1% monthly statesmanship, which is good. The +1 is nice because, let's see, base is 9. Okay, yeah, because he will be the leader. He'll be the actual general of the levy army. So it's important that we up his martial as much as possible. And I believe he let me open this up real quick. Okay, cool. I believe that they genuinely do have a chance to become loyal to him as the ruler, and it's not just a general thing, which is good. It's great. Having cohorts loyal to your ruler is the best. The one person you would absolutely want them to be loyal to. So I haven't even assigned any people to offices yet, but I need to make sure I've gone over everything. I just want to make sure that I've shown you guys what I actually went through before we start here. The things that I already did. The omen I didn't show you that yet. We picked, so these are the 4 default omens. They can be changed, but for now they're fine. I picked this one because its active effect gives another 5 discipline, which by now we should have like something like 130% discipline for our units, which is nuts. It's nuts. It's amazing is what it is. And even more, I think, for our heavy infantry, because they get an additional bonus from that plus 10% with the iron surplus in our capital. I can't remember how to view. Isn't it right here though? No. Yeah, I can't remember how to view unit discipline. I do not remember where it shows the unit's discipline. I thought it was here, but alas, it is fucking not. It's kind of annoying that it's not like blatantly obvious where you would be able to see the discipline. Isn't it like no? Okay. I'm sure we'll see it eventually, but it's not all that important for now. Alright, so our country's civilization level is plus 39%, which is fantastic, because we are inside of what was considered the civilized world at that point in history. So while I'm on the topic of that, I'm going to quickly run through these map modes just so you can get a better lay of the land before we continue. Now, these are the religions. So we've got, obviously, as you can read, the Druidic, the Tuistic, or Duistic, I think, religions. These I don't really know what they are. I have not studied them in history. We have the Zalmoxian, the unique Zalmoxian worshippers religion right here. We have the Illyric religion, which I think was like some sort of like offshoot, or like a it was like a Hellenic adjacent religion, something like that in history. We've got the Nuragic, however you pronounce it, religion, which I'm sure was a very old form, very old form of religion, because we have Proto-European peoples living here. And we've got the Canaanite religion, which is strange. I don't really know. I guess Canaanites originate from this area historically, and this just ended up being a colony or something like that became just massive and evolved into the Carthaginian peoples. And then here we have it stretches as far as all the way over here in modern day Spain and the Strait of Gibraltar. We have the Kemetic people here, which is interesting that Egypt is still like almost entirely still of the old ancient Egyptian religion in this area. We've got the Anatolian religion here. I don't really know much about it throughout history. We've got the unique Armenian peoples worshipping their own religion, practicing their own religion. We have a Nardic religion here. I have no idea what that is. We've got obviously the Hellenic religion spreading as far as modern day India, which is nuts. There aren't even any culturally Greek people living here, and yet these areas worship Hellenic religions. It's just insane to me. Insanely cool, I think. We have Vedic, obviously Vedic, super non-homogeneous religion practicing in the land of India during this time in history, which I find really interesting. I like that it's that was a thing that could be done, that people could be like worship, practice different religion, kind of like intermingle without being I don't know anything about the ancient Indian history, but I just find this super cool and interesting that this was even a thing throughout history, yeah, so we have obviously Israelite religion here, and also down here as well, because isn't this where we got Mount Sinai? Is this Mount Sinai, or somewhere around here? I'm pretty sure. Can't remember exactly, but anyway, Yeah, so we have Israelite peoples all the way down here. I don't really remember historically what that was all about, but it's super super interesting nonetheless. We have some religions down here that I don't know about. Well, we've got the Arabic religion of old, but the Waqi and the Qadarif probably is how it's pronounced, something like that. I don't know, but it's just really cool. I could like sit here for hours literally and just look at all this stuff and appreciate it. We have Italic worshiping, Italic practicing people in the Alps, in the Alp mountains, which is so cool. I don't know. Map changes color game. Shut up and take my money. This game's actually really old, but it's crazy the player base because like people nobody literally nobody plays it and it wasn't even that popular when it came out. But it's so fucking epic. Like this is literally my favorite period of history of all time, genuinely. And a fucking uh Paradox interactive game that is based in this time, genuinely top tier, like 10 out of 10. Yeah, cult classic. Yeah, cult classic. It honestly, yeah, that's what it's becoming, is a cult classic. It came out like not that long ago, like not super long ago, but it is genuinely becoming a cult classic, and that's something I've never really realized until now. It's like maybe 10 years old, maybe a little less than 10 years old. By the way, welcome, Sinistro. I'm glad that you're here. Marite. We have the Marite religion, which I think, pretty sure I've heard of in the past. The Iberic religion, which is like a type of Celtic religion, such as the Druidic. What's next? Oh, trade goods. This is my favorite map mode, man. I'm an absolute trade good klepto. I'll go to the ends of the earth just to acquire trade goods, man. It's just, I don't know what it is. There's just something about it that's so satisfying. I could genuinely sit here for hours and look at all the different like trade goods and their locations and stuff. There are some things unique to certain places, like not unique for the precious metals, but precious metals are rampant throughout sort of the Arabian Channel area, as well as like, kind of in India as well, and Spain. Obviously, historically, Spain is known for being rich in precious metals like gold, and then the incense. Um, let's find the incense somewhere. The papyrus. Let's check papyrus. It's hard to see, but it's a very rare trade good to begin with. Hold on. Yeah, papyrus. It's really hard to see, but I'll try to use my damn eyeballs and find it for you guys. Yeah, I mean, it's super rare anyways, so I don't even know where it would be produced, except Egypt, and maybe like around here as well. A couple here maybe in old Babylon or in old uh Sumeria, ancient Sumeria. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even see any. Also, the one religion I forgot to mention was the Chaldean, old Chaldean religion, very old, and then the Mithraic, the Mithraic and Zoroastrian religions, very very old. Zoroastrian people call one of the very first religions in human history, but that's just total bullshit. But I get where they're coming from, that it is an extremely old religion, but there are religions that go back much further than that. Victoria 3 is scarily exactly what I want. Trade deals everywhere. Yo, genuinely, yeah. Already have too many hours on Paradox games. Hoi 4 flashbacks. Yeah, dude. Yes, I have literally thousands of hours across all the Paradox games, and it's just like can't get enough of it. I just can't get enough of it. Um, CK3 being one of them, but not even for the historical, just for the Elder Kings 2 mod, which converts the whole game into Elder Scrolls. Oh my god, dude. I could play 10,000 hours just of that alone, and I still wouldn't get enough of it. But these days I'm occupied with other games that keep me away from it, from like getting addicted to it again, you know? Okay, trade goods. Oh, here's some papyrus. Check that out. Very nice. We got some sheeps. I love looking at this shit. Like seeing where areas are concentrated, because like everything about what Paradox does to their games when they create their games is based on historical accuracy to the best of their knowledge and ability. Like they're going to do all the research to actually put in, you know, where were trade goods realistically throughout history and shit like that. So I love looking at all this stuff for that reason. Leather is a pretty ubiquitous thing, you know, so it's going to be everywhere. Wine as well, maybe less so in, you know, more less civilized areas. Damn, especially India and stuff. That's kind of wild, actually. I never really noticed that. But yeah, it's pretty damn ubiquitous in Mediterranean areas and Black Sea areas. Let's see glass. That one's kind of hard to see as well, but it's out there. We got one thing of glass in all of Spain. Yo. Lot of glass in the Near East areas. We got one there, here. We got a lot over here in the Levantine, the Levant area. Pretty wild. How do I see modifiers? Because is that a bug or something? What the hell is that? That's insane. Let me check. I don't know. I have no idea. I guess we'll find out later. We got grain. Pretty ubiquitous. Grain literally everywhere, all over the place, except the most uninhabitable areas. What else? I love looking at this shit. Vegetables, pretty ubiquitous, you know, except the desert areas. Wood, obviously super frequent up in the Northern Europe areas and the central Western Europe, and definitely India too. India is just jungle upon jungle upon jungle. We got horses. Got hella horses in the steppe areas for sure. We also have a unique steppe horses item, which is like, look at that. It's all over the place in this part of the map, in this part of the world, all over the place, but not really much of anywhere else except like the Seleucid Empire area. I find that really, really cool. Also like the Afghanistan area and shit like that. Super cool. We got furs in the places where furs would obviously be. Let's see, hemp. I actually want to see where hemp doesn't show up a whole lot. I'm surprised to see hemp show up more and less in the arid, in the dry areas. Very interesting. We got rice. Wait, I haven't seen rice. Very interesting. There's none over there. Oh, we got one. Nope, that's a lake. We got rice produced all over here. I think some of these trade goods definitely come from mods. Earthenware, that's not a modded one. That one's pretty common in the remotely civilized areas, and up here for some reason. Well, I guess it makes sense. Got cloth. Very cool. That one's easily noticeable. Very cool, very cool. We have a ton of shit like incense and stuff that appears over here, mostly in Arabia and like the Horn of Africa. Really not a lot of it at all in Europe. Genuinely not a lot of it at all. Quite a bit of it in the, you know, the Far East and stuff. Love seeing that. Love it, love it, love it. Spends 45 minutes just looking at the map. Yeah, that's a Paradox player, all right. Hell yeah. wine, the trade of civilizations. Barbarians just wouldn't get it. It's so true. It's so true. Honey as well. I like that. I like seeing really unique items that are like uh would genuinely be seen as highly valuable. We got iron. That one's kind of hard to see because of um the impassable areas showing up as well. But, yeah, you can see it. It's kind of a ubiquitous thing, but not super. It's just not a very common thing, which makes that's what makes Sparta such a powerful small nation, is that iron is as rare as it is, and you get one right here at the start of the game. And that's what gives them the discipline with the because you can just import one iron at the beginning of the game, and you've already got your national heavy infantry discipline bonus. We've got salt as well. A little difficult to see, but it is surprisingly a pretty ubiquitous thing. It is a pretty rare thing, but it is pretty ubiquitous. It is pretty all present. A lot of it in Spain. It's interesting to see. A lot of it in fucking Scandinavia. Yeah, there's a lot of it up here. Scandinavia, Belgium area. Let's see what else. Base metals is another one, which I guess is like, well, base metals. Duh. Oh, we got some. Yeah, we got a lot of papyrus over here on the west coast of modern day Turkey. Base metals. Here we go. That's a much more present actually than iron is. It's kind of all over the place. What else? What else? Precious metals is fantastic. Precious metals, you can really have a powerhouse of an economy with precious metals, like, because you can manually move populations to places. You can move like people, like this is a city that produces gold, which is insane. You know, that's insane power potential. You can move pops manually, like slave pops, from all the surrounding regions, and manually move them. I think you have to pay gold, but you move them all to the precious metals region and just start pumping out fucking gold like crazy, or well, precious metals. And it's a highly valuable trade good. It's like one of the most valuable ones in the game. And oh shit, I have the game unpaused. How long have I had the game unpaused? Oh no. It's 7th of October. Oh, I think I just barely unpaused it because the game starts in the 1st of October. Let me quickly power through these. We got cattle, very cool. We got amber. We have amber up here, which is unique to the Northern Europe area. It appears nowhere else, if I can even find any. Where's it at? There we go. Yeah, see there's a ton of it up here in Northern Europe, all over the place, but it appears literally nowhere else, except the right here in modern day Brittany, and one right here in Britain, and that's it. But it's all right here. All the amber in the game, it's right there. Very, very neat. I also wanted to check. Oh yeah, dates. Dates is is very common in Northern Africa, and like I keep wanting to call this the old world because of it being kind of the cradle of modern civilization. But yeah, Arabia and Sumeria area. Sumeria area. Let's see what else. We got what are the other cool ones? How about some cool ones? Some epic ones. I thought there was incense and also marble. Marble's a bit of a unique one. A lot of really cool ones in you know, the northern Egypt area. We got papyrus, a lot of papyrus here. Ton of papyrus actually, and dyes as well. That's another one. Dyes. It's a very rare. Only a couple in India, couple in Afghanistan area, couple in Arabia, couple in the Near East, couple like over here, over here. But other than that, it's quite a rare one. But you would come across quite a bit of it, a good bit of it at least, if you're doing like any Greek state run, or well, any state in this area. You'll start racking up them dyes pretty quick, and then the rest of the world is gonna be begging you for your sweet dye. Where is it? Oh, gemstones. Gemstones is a hella valuable one. It's like top two. I don't think anything is more expensive than gemstones. There's only like a couple that have the same value as gemstones, and it's super hella rare. But like this is why I covet. I don't know if anyone's noticed the pattern already, but the most valuable shit in the game, it's abundant in this area, northeastern Africa and Arabia. Lots of hella abundant high value things. That's what makes Egypt at the start of the game such a powerful state, because they may not already have all these really expensive, really valuable trade goods, but they sure as hell do acquire them very quickly after the game starts, because of the divide. The divide here causes them to expand almost exclusively at the start southward and eastward, and they just start snatching up all those really valuable goods because there's nobody to challenge them down here whatsoever, unless somebody conglomerates very quickly. Then there's just nothing they can do about it. There's also incense. I wanted to check that one real quick because it's quite a valuable one. It's one of the most valuable things. Oh yeah, elephants too is a thing. They're very, very rare. There's some in the Seleucid Empire. There's quite a bit in India, but other than that, they're like nowhere. They're almost nowhere. There's some in North Africa. Obviously there's some throughout Africa in general. But the vast majority of them will come from India. And those allow you to create war elephant units, which are stupid powerful. I think they get countered by some certain units. They're still stupid powerful anyway. Here's incense. Yeah, check that out. Arabia, Horn of Africa. Super rare one. India, obviously. Far East areas, and that's it. But it's mostly, the majority of it's concentrated around Arabia and, India, yeah. I feel like there's one more type that's quite rare and quite interesting to acquire. This is another reason why I like Europa Universalis 4 so much over the other games as far as economy, because every single region has a trade good just like this, and it's just so much fun just snatching up trade good locations. That's why I go heavy on the colonization every single run I do, no matter what. I just go crazy on the colonization. I go all in on it. And I just be colonizing the shit out of West Africa and stuff like that for the trade goods, man. It's so much fun. Man, look at how many fucking precious metals are in Spain alone. It's nuts. Historically accurate, but it's nuts. Imagine doing a run playing as a Celtiberian or an Iberian tribe, because these are all these are tribal people still. Speaking of that, I'll just quickly go over these last few, and then we'll actually start the damn game. Wanted to show civilization. That's a big deal. So as you can see, the civilized world is like all centralized around Greece, a little bit of, obviously the Carthage area, the Rome area, and then the majority of it's in India, you know, the Far East and the Near East, basically. Greece, Far East, Near East, that's about it. Egypt, that's about it. That was the civilized world back then. And the rest of it is pretty damn low, with, you know, these parts of Western, like France, Spain, UK area, having the most out of the rest, which they're still very low, but they are, you know, much higher than these. Like, these are 0. It also represents, you know, the amount of human beings there are in an area, and not just, you know, whether there's swarthy hordes or not. That is a factor. Is like them being inhabited at all. I really like the fact that, you know, Western Ireland, because it's true, Western Ireland being like super uninhabited to begin with, and then on top of it, you know, people being like super migratory, like smaller values of civilization also represent, you know, if the people are there, the amount of like migratory people there are over anybody who's settled down in one area whatsoever. Yeah, that follows into the next one, which is governments. So these are all tribal people. All the Western Europeans are tribal. We have settled tribes, and then we have migratory tribes. So the dark green is all migratory tribes people. Then we have the settled tribes people. And then we have the super unique government type, which is federated tribe, which I think perhaps the Arverni people, which are kind of like the founders of the entire concept of France to begin with, are a federated tribe government type. Which, if you think about the history of France and the beginnings of the Arverni people, which are their own unique culture, by the way, kind of makes sense. You know, federated tribes people, and the whole history of the democratic history of France. We got all the shades of blue are republics, different types of republics. We have aristocratic, oligarchic, and we have plutocratic republics as well, which are more rare. And then we have autocracies, well, monarchies, I guess they call them. All the shades of red are monarchies. We've got, you know, the autocratic, aristocratic, and I think there's like one more type of monarchy or something like that. But the majority of these are monarchies. Very interesting. We have republics down here in Arabia. We got federated tribes here. That's very interesting that the only federated tribe types in the whole game are, you know, in Arabia and right here. And then the Arverni, the Arverni tribe all the way over here. Oh, we also have, right here, we have a federated tribe. That's interesting. Very interesting. I think any place they can become a federated tribe by like doing a confederation with allies or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I think that's a thing. And then yeah, so a lot of democratic republics as well. A lot of them in Greece, obviously, and in Italy. And then we have the unique Punic Republic here in Carthage. And then we have the highly unique Spartan diarchy in Sparta, which historically is the government of Sparta having 2 kings, which is very interesting. But it existed in order to keep, so that the kings keep each other in check at all times, and also keeping, you know, they have to be from 2 different royal families at all times, so it keeps the balance of royal familial power in check as well within the government. And without further ado, that's about all there is to it. We got forts, this is just a map of what regions have forts in them. And there you go. Time to actually begin the game. So I've done a lot of Sparta runs. So I kind of like understand, you know, what I need to do in order not to fucking perish and not to get totally overshadowed by the nations around me and destroyed later on in the game. I have an idea of it. Okay, I'm not perfect at it, but we're going to do our best to survive. So real quick, I'm going to assign these officers, which is very important to do. Let me do the researchers first, and we got a fantastic roll on randomized characters because we've got these two guys. This guy's okay at researching, but he has the scholar trait, which gives a random chance every month to generate an innovation point, which is fucking top tier. That is a must-have. Okay, that determines the amount of bottleneck you experience with your entire nation, among also having research efficiency, but that's not really a big deal unless if you're any even remotely civilized nation and you're not some like totally migratory tribe or whatever. Even then, it's easy to get your efficiency up down the line. But we have a fucking S tier roll on this random character. He has a scholar trait and he has level 13 martial, so it gives us 130% research speed. That's nuts. It couldn't get any better than that. So we also have let's see, we have this guy. He's level 6, which is okay for research speed, but he has the intelligence trait. But he's too young, so we can't pick him yet. But in the meantime, we'll just pick this guy who's 20 years old, which is nuts. But we'll make him the researcher. So we have 107.5 research speed. Then let's see. Okay, we got another guy here. He's level 6 also, and he has the intelligence trait. So we'll pick him as well when he's old enough. Is that the same guy? Hipparchos, Eurypontidus. Eurypontidus. No, it's a different guy. Okay, good. It's also a different family as well, which is a good thing because you gotta balance out your families, or else you will have scorned. You gotta balance their positions, or they'll be scorned, which means they're all family members. Loyalty is reduced, and damn, we have 0 out of 4 in the Agiad family. That's fucking great. That's crazy. Excuse me. We also got a god tier roll on this guy. He has 15 martial, and he is the Polemarchus, which increases the discipline per martial by 1%. But his statesmanship's at 36%. So when we hit on pause, as we go on, the statesmanship will go up and up, which will increase the effective rating of his martial skill all the way up to his max, which is 15. 15 is nuts. 15 is genuinely nuts in this game. That's a lot, man. So let's go ahead and, before I keep yapping, just assign these guys. We'll just we'll do our best. This guy is super unloyal, man. But what's he good at in general? I'm going to try and get him. Well, his highest is martial. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. I'll go ahead and make him the, what is this, like the leader of the Navy? The Grand Admiral? Okay. Noarchos Megas. Noarchos Megas. Very neat. Very neat, very neat. This guy decreases, this position decreases corruption, which is very important. What other Agiads? This guy is level 6 charisma. This is a charisma position, so I may as well give it to him, even though he's not very good. Now, wait, hold on. Is there a different charisma position that I can give him? Because Oh, this guy's only level 4. What does this increase? Integrated culture happens and stability. Okay. Yeah, we'll give this to him because it's not super big. It's not a super big deal. It just, you know, it just helps a little. Integrated culture is kind of important, but it ain't the biggest thing in the world. This is important though. The corruption thing. So I'll give it to the highest skilled. What is it? What family is he in? You're a Pontidus? Okay. That's good. There are like royal family characters, and then there are minor characters that just aren't part of a royal family. It's best to always give any position to a royal family member that way. It just fills one more requirement, one more member requirement number of a government position so that they're not scorned. So in case, like, you know, maybe a royal family member dies in the past and he can't exactly be replaced by another member of that royal family, that same family, you know, you won't be screwed right out the rip. So he has 42 loyalty now. Cleonymus, when you play as Sparta, starts out as the least loyal character, I think, in the entire nation. So the fact that he has 42 is pretty solid. I'm pretty sure the higher their loyalty when they're in office, the more it increases your political influence every month. So that's the thing to keep in mind. I try to assign, you know, balance it between who has the most loyalty and the highest skill, and like this, the Archisima. Wait, the Archisimotophylax. Well, maybe they'd pronounce it Archisimotophylax. It's a mouthful. This office is in charge of the monarch's royal bodyguard and oversees their personal protection and maintains domestic order. Okay. Yeah, we'll just give it. Can we give it to an Agiad? Is there an Agiad? Okay, this guy's 18. He's an Agiad. Agiad? It's probably Agiad. Bryson? Wow, that's nuts. His name's Bryson. Bryson Agiadus. Damn, that guy's only level 2. Bryson's only level 4, bro. Alright, we'll just give it to someone else. But I'm sure I can give this one to an Agiad because... What's this? What's that mean? Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. The only Agiad we can give it to is a level 1, bro. That increases the national tax and decreases monthly wages, which is a fucking big deal. You know what? This guy's a level 9. I'm just gonna wait a couple months, or maybe, I don't know, however long it takes to assign him. I think 20 years old is the minimum, so... Oh, wait. Minimum age is 23. What the fuck? Holy shit balls. I don't know why I guessed 20, because literally 21 right here, and he can't either. I'll just give it to this guy for now, because I can't wait that long. That's kind of a big deal. This position increases the pop growth and the health of all characters in general, so it's also pretty important, but it really doesn't matter all that much. But the fact that we have scorned our own family is scorned right now is really not a good thing. So I'm just gonna assign it to an Agiad. And let's see, religion. Can we do not have an Agiad to assign it to. That's fucking nuts. We do have one, but he's fucking level 1, bro. Oh my god. It's crazy. Okay. Wow, everyone's so young. This guy's level 8. He has 62 loyalty. Problem is, when you unassign someone from a position, even if you're replacing them with someone else, they still lose a good bit of loyalty, but this is the best we can do right now. I just need to not forget to reassign these shitty people in the future. Speaking of that, I can just reassign other people who are automatically assigned to this, but damn, these guys all these people are so young right now. So we'll just wait a little while before we start replacing. And on top of that, I am going to begin my Chad Thundercock breeding program, which means, and our leader, he's only the ripe age of 20, and he's leading the nation of Sparta, and he has no wifey. He has no waifu, so I need to find him a waifu, which means I need to, what's the button? Isn't it like, I forgot, but I forgot the button to view all characters of all nations, but if I click on him and I click bloodlines, and then I just find any blood, it really doesn't matter right now. I mean, I could try to target a bloodline that increases like martial skill, which would be great. What do the Antigonids do again? Can you, oh my god, okay. Antigonid, blood of Antigonos, cavalry, offense, aggressive expansion change. That's not really that epic. Antipatrids. Build cost, monthly legitimacy, -5 loyalty. Yeah, I forgot about that. Antipatrids, not all that great for early game. You need as much loyalty as you can early game. Blood of Aeacos. Aeacos? Aeacos, probably Aeacos. Siege ability is pretty good. It's pretty damn good, actually. Aeacos, maybe. Seleucos. Or Elephant Discipline. We don't really need that. Provincial Loyalty is kind of good. I'm looking for a suitable female to marry the ruler with right now. Unintegrated culture group happiness is pretty damn valuable. Research points 2%. Okay. I really like the ones that I do like to go for the most are the ones that increase the character's skill by 1 point, which there are quite a few of, like this one. Blood of the Achaemenids. +1 charisma, but unfortunately -3 loyalty. But that's okay, we could deal with that. It's not that big of a deal. Also, -5% aggressive expansion impact and war score cost. That's like great. That's like a good. Achaemenid blood is one of the most. It's one of the best ones. Just even despite the -3 loyalty for each of them. This one gives +1 finesse, but I don't think I have enough diplomatic distance or whatever to be able to interact with them. Yeah, I don't think so. Too far away from them right now. Zadok. Blood of Zadok. Blood of Agathocles. No skill increase. Orontids. I think they're too far away. No skill increase anyway. Atropates. I think they're pretty close, right? Atropatine. Maybe they might be too far. Probably too far. Yeah, outside diplomatic range. Damn. What's your blood do though? Omen power. Same state, same religion, happiness. Okay. Barca. Blood of Hannibal Barca. The Barca family. The Barkids themselves. Siege ability +10%. That's pretty based. Based and historically accurate pilled. Oh, no characters of that bloodline. Okay, see you later. Spartakids. These guys are Thracian, aren't they? Or am I tripping? No, these are Bosporans from the Bosporus Kingdom. Okay. What's your blood, dude? Oh, what the fuck is that? I think that's the bug. The bug that keeps. Maybe it's like it's from a mod, and it just like is a, it's just something that's changes the economy in some way by increasing the overall output of citizens or some shit. I don't know. Sparta Kid's pretty good though. Let me just go for the ones that are obviously Greek, so that I know they'll be in range. Check that out. Blood of David. It's pretty cool. Aratus. Illyrius. Blood of Illyrius. These guys. Yeah, see, Talantia. It's pretty damn close. Let's see what legitimacy, integrated culture, happiness. It's pretty damn valuable. Integrated culture happiness is good because the happier, it's like, your pops that do the most output are going to be the ones of your culture and the cultures you've integrated. And the more their happiness, the higher their output. So that's pretty decent. We might go for that one real quick. I'll keep that in mind. Illyrius. Zeopotes. Minus fort defense. Fuck you. Watch what you say there. Wait, what did I... Oh shit, I don't know what I said. I don't even know. I have no idea. It's unfortunate that I just say whatever and don't even know what I'm saying. Because I'm... Oh, okay. Oh, good. I genuinely don't even know. Because I'm like... in, when you're like thinking, you're in think mode. And you're just kind of like channeling your words while you're still thinking. In the middle of like... processing information. A lot of these don't exist, but they're also, I know they're really far, so. These are good though, like, they're really close. I know that they're close, and there's so many of them that it's pretty easy to get them. Man, minus 5 loyalty is crazy for every character that has that trait. Minus 5 loyalty. Oh, this guy has the blood of Aeacos and the Argeads, which is great. Do you have any family members that have the same? You have a sibling who is not married? Yo! And has both traits already. And they're in Epirus. Wait a minute. Where are you at? Right there. I need to star this person. Yo, genuinely score. Massive score. Hell yeah. Okay. So, wait a minute. Wait. Okay, so she loses 10 loyalty with that action. All right. Oh, that's pretty cool. Set notifications for whatever events, related events to the character. Oh, okay. I could go 2 routes. I could try to get their opinion up high enough. Damn, she's 30. We got to start making babies right now. If she's 30 years old, that won't be very long, and the fertility will be like really, really low. Let's see. Offer citizenship. Okay, wait, can I do that right now? That would be great. Offering a foreign friend. Okay, so I need to become their friend first anyway. So friend and then offer citizenship. the two routes I was talking about is I could make her loyalty so low that it will allow me to invite her to our nation, or I can try to do a royal marriage with the nation of Epirus with this woman, but the problem is um she might marry like really fast. She probably will. Or maybe not because she's older and they always go for like the youngest adults in the that are available. So um I'm gonna try the royal marriage because that would be more valuable than just because I'll piss off the nation. They'll get real upset. See, look, if I inspire disloyalty to get it low enough to invite her in the first place, I get 5 aggressive expansion and corruption, like a slow corruption tick. And like she gets corruption too. So it's just kind of battle around unless, it doesn't matter about the nation opinion and shit like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna let's go ahead and pause since we already got all our stuff sorted out. Go up 1 speed. I'm gonna do my best to go for the diplomatic route because Paris is a good early game ally to have. See. Oh, they're only 1 point away from accepting an alliance. That would instantly, okay. Improve relations real quick. Or would it be faster just to send a gift? We need money more than we need. Or we need, let me just send a gift and see. Will they accept? They'll already accept an alliance. That's crazy. Alright. Fastest. The philosophical flourishing of Greece. Throughout the Greek world, philosophy holds a firm place. From cosmological speculations in Ionia to the hedonistic school of Cyrene and the virtuous teachings of Sparta, the pursuit of wisdom and knowledge is everywhere. Whether in the Stoa, the garden, the gymnasium, or on the battlefield, a love of truth and the search for the good life shape the thinking of our time. The following philosophical schools, among others, are important in our time. Platonism, founded by Platon. Peripateticism, founded by Aristoteles. Epicurism, founded by Epicurus. Stoicism, soon to be founded by Zenon. Skepticism, founded by Pyrrhon. Cyrenicism, founded by Aristippus. Very nice. Okay, 13th. On the 13th, we can... Oh, what is this? Rising from obscurity. Why are we getting another royal family? Usually this only happens when you're... What the fuck? This is crazy. This only happens when you rank up your nation due to increasing in size, but I genuinely don't know why this is happening right now. It doesn't even matter what 71 loyalty. Oh, this guy has 76. And he has good martial. And good finesse. Oh, this guy has great martial. 71 loyalty, great martial. Oh, wait, he's already... Oh, these guys already all have government positions. Philonides. Philonides. Doesn't that mean... What does the suffix nidus mean in ancient Greek? Because philo means love of. So his last name means the love of something. It's like the name Leonidas. Philonidas. Philonidas. I don't know. I think we're gonna go with Philonidas. Philonidas. Yeah, cause he's. Oh yeah, dude. Wait. What's our? See our technology? Oh wow, yeah, we already have a level 13 scholar trait researcher. This guy's uh, a scholar as well, and he also has 13. Wait, no, he is the researcher. Duh, the fuck? He is the researcher. Ha ha ha. Okay. And this guy, not super good traits, but solid. Energetic, ambitious, jealous. Yeah, no, I'm not. Nope, nope. You are not about to become the head of a royal family in this country, buddy, with those traits. That's for sure. Miserly and energetic, but he's loyal. He's quite a loyal little fella. He is the Archosoma. Hold on, give me a sec. Archosoma tophylax. Yeah, I already pronounced that earlier. Archosoma tophylax. Miserly to Perseus, wealth is there to be owned. There just always seems to be more to collect. Okay. Perseus always puts in double the effort even when sleeping. Oh, really? Even when sleeping. His statesmanship goes up pretty good. And there's barely a difference, but this guy's, I don't know. This dude's pretty solid right here. You know? Conqueror, wait, where'd he get the Conqueror trait? That's a fucking, that's like a massive trait. Midas touch. Yo! Why is this guy a Chad Thundercock? What the fuck is going on here? What is this? Chad Thundercock, hello? Well, he's not like, he's not an evil or corrupt or anything type of character, so I think we should make him the head. He is the researcher as well, and he has a base of 11 martial. He'll probably make children with high martial skill, you know? He has no charisma. Bro has 0 charisma. That's so funny. Alright, man, we're making him the head. He gets 2 children to start out with. Oh yeah, look at that. They both already have 9 base martial, and this one has 10 charisma. That's nuts. Okay. Okay, we have received envoys from Hirapitna, whose ruler, Paracetes Carcides, wishes to forge a royal marriage between the ruling families of his country and our own. He wants us to marry some woman with... Yeah, I'm sorry. She's dumb. She's cute, but she's dumb. Yo. Zany? No. That's funny. That's sad. It's real sad. She's not even adult age anyway. I think the adult age in this game is 16. I think, I don't know. Maybe it was a betrothal or whatever. Euboea rises once more. Where is this? Who is this? Where? When? When, where, who, why? Euboea? Oh, right here. Okay. League of the Euboeans. Long torn between greater powers, the cities of Euboea have often lacked the unity to stand against the ambitions of their neighbors. A new koinon has been proclaimed, the League of the Euboeans, centered in Chalcis, and governed by a federal council. Declaring allegiance to the house of Antigonos. What a fucking cuck. Sorry, I just had to get that out. And the principle of autonomy, the League offers a vision of shared Euboean defense and prosperity. Whether this fragile unity can endure under the pressure of Macedonian politics remains to be seen. Okay, so they're total Antigonan kingdom cucks. That's really unfortunate. I think I think they have like an event where they choose allegiance between Macedon and the Antigonids or something like that, but um something like that, but they've chosen the Antigonids, which means when it comes time for me to war with the Antigonids and their 15,000 subjects, look at this, guys. Look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit right here. Even Athens, the Athenians, kneeling to the Antigonids. Yo, bro. We're gonna have to, we're gonna have to be doing a lot of taking out the trash in the land, not only of the Peloponnesus, but all of Greece and Anatolia, dude. It's gonna be a long and grueling journey, but make no mistake, we shall succeed. Revive bloodline. Hold up, what the hell is this? Research your heritage with the help of your loyal historians and a pile of gold. What does that do? It doesn't even say. Imperial Sparta. I cannot wait to one day be able to enact this decision. What a fucking epic and based decision. Literally, the government form changes to Spartan empires. That's amazing, man. We get plus 25 civilization level in every region in the country. 12%, I think. What is that? 12% freeman and slave output. I'm pretty sure. And then minus 10% war score cost. Yeah, pretty sure. We can also do the Spartan Imperial Cult government form, which is all the same effects except plus 15% omen power, strength, instead of the war score, which I honestly would like better than the war score, because once you get later in the game, war score cost, it's like, what does it matter? And you can, when you're big enough that it, you don't have to urgently take other people's lands away from them. You can afford to relax. Panoply of Alexander the Great. Very cool. I hope to one day acquire. Yeah, that's badass. Oh my god. Fort defense, op happiness, and manpower. Insane. Insane effects. Look at that shit. Now this right here, this decision, acquiring all these relics, that's like damn near impossible to get all of those things. I mean, maybe super late game or something, but they're just all over the place. This is also a super major thing. Reunite Alexander's empire. If you look, you can see all the regions that it's highlighted, all the little provinces that you have to control. You have to own provinces all the way as far as modern day Pakistan in order to do that. Which obviously, because reuniting Alexander's empire, but it's a major, like, it's like a late game thing. Anyways, we are going to go to the missions tab, and we're going to start the Spartan Restoration mission. We have been ravaged by ambitious foreign warlords jealous of the might of Sparta, leaving us weakened and without our allies and subjects of old. If we are to become an important regional actor in Greece again, we need to restore the city of Sparta to its former glory and put an end to our local rivals. You're goddamn right. Aureus, the Basileus of Sparta, has called for all Lacedaemonians to prepare for a long and arduous campaign to restore the Sparta of old. We've been ravaged by the Thebans, ignored by the Macedonians, and ridiculed by the Diadochi. It is time to put an end to the limits imposed on Sparta by others, and once again rise to the position we deserve, the defender of Greece. You're goddamn right. And we get this permanent trait. that increases popularity, martial by 2, and finesse by 1. Fucking base. That's going to help us with our actual battles. Because Arius will always be the ruler, will always be the leader of the capital region's levy force, which he currently is, and that's super helpful. Having level 13 finesse or martial is epic, fucking based, and warrior pilled. All right. Now we're gonna spend 20 influence to complete this. Takes a little time, but once it's done, we'll have a claim on all these little regions around us. Or, well, starting with this one, we'll have a claim on these 3. I'll read these things because they're nice, and I never read them out loud ever, even though I've read them 10 million times. So it's nice. So this is retaking Messenia, which is, these guys used to be subjects of Sparta in history. Messenia have been an essential part of Sparta since time immemorial, until the Thebans, under the rule of the warlord Epaminondas, invaded our lands and forced their independence on us. Since the city of Messene was founded, it has stood as an affront to the Spartan interests, a pathetic attempt at a counterbalance to stop us from rising to power once more. Damn. I didn't read the button, but who cares? It's time to obliterate some people, obliterate these destined slaves, and return them back to the way they belong. Okay, we're doing our alliance with Epirus, which is a good idea to begin with. And we're going to go back to this lady. And let's see. Royal marriage. We do not have 40 opinion yet. Oh, we have 25. Damn. Okay, I thought... Alright, so sending the gift was not good enough. Did we already do that? Did we just do that? Oh, now it's... It needed a second to update. Yeah, I thought for sure an alliance would do a lot more than that. Okay. Wait, what are you talking about? Current marriage negotiation? I ain't in no fucking marriage negotiation, you wackadoo. I am not in no marriage negotiation right now. Up the speed. It's not like other games, it's a little slower. Reanimata. Okay, yeah, this is the Reanimata mod. Welcome to the beta of Imperator Rome Reanimata. Not only introduces new mechanics and practical improvements, but unites several existing mods. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that integrated full mechanical overhaul would never have been possible if the Invictus team hadn't kept the game alive after it was sadly abandoned by Paradox. So fucking true. Without their long-standing effort, I, and likely many others, might have never even considered buying the game in the first place. It's so sad. But thank God for the Invictus team. Roma sit reanimata. That's right. Wait, let's see the options real quick. Bloodline settings. Especially Roman bloodlines are exclusively inherited patrilineally, meant to prevent every Roman character from having all traits after a while and create more variety as well as historical accuracy regarding which characters can inherit which bloodlines. I'm gonna do matrilineal as well, just because just makes sense. Roma sit reanimata. That's right, whatever the hell that means. Okay, so now we can do a royal marriage. Very nice. Alright, let us marry the ruler. Fucking base, dude. We scored an epic marriage. Blood of Aeacos and the Argeads. Amazing. So now our children will have 3 bloodline traits. That's fucking awesome. That means it'll take 1 less generation to acquire more bloodlines. Alright. It's going really good so far. We got really good RNG stuff. We got really good marriage. It's going fantastic already. But we do have a lot of difficulty ahead of us. We have a lot of, oh wow, they will accept an alliance? Really? Are you sure about that? Let's see. Different rank. Okay. Different rank. Too many relations. Pyrrhus. Huh. I'm surprised if, or not, Pyrrhus. Thrace will not accept an alliance with us. Oh shit. Rome would accept an alliance. Yo. Sparta-Rome alliance would be unstoppable. Okay, what if we improve relations? Actually, I'll send them a gift instead. Because as soon as I send them a gift... Wait, what's this? Oh, the marriage, right. Okay. Wait, am I not in... I'm not in diplomatic range? That's nuts. Holy shit. Alright then. I guess as soon as it's available, I'll try to do an alliance with them before they become pissed at us for no reason. Let's see. Plus 27. Okay. Wait, they have a lot of subjects. All these damn colonies on the coast of the Dead Sea, or the Black Sea, sorry. Minus 45, okay. I think we should do an alliance with Macedon because that's like the only powerful nation besides Rome, obviously. Rome is just gonna curb stomp everyone around them. Wow, I'm surprised that we can I'm surprised they don't have like a lot of negative reasons to ally. Okay, so yeah, this is weird. This right here, Arcadia having all of these, because in the default game, every single region, little province is an independent state, but this is actually better because it makes it a lot easier for us. Because every nation, no matter how small it is, gets 2k troops at least, or at least in the base game. So every single region would come with 2k troops, being an independent city-state, and they're really, they all get into this one confederation. It makes it so hard for you playing as Sparta to power through all of them. Like, genuine fucking nightmare, let me tell you. Genuine nightmare. But, you know. Whatever. I've done it before, and this just makes it easier, so it's totally fine. A new Pythia. What? May she correctly interpret the omens of Apollon. Is this, are we talking about Delphoi? Or what? Yeah, Belfoy. Yeah, Belfoy. Yep. That's what I thought. City of Belfoy. Yeah, Delphi was infamous for its oracles that literally any meaningful Greek would go and consult in history. I mean, there were lots of oracles everywhere, but I guess the ones in Delphi were the most famous, maybe because they were always right, or they were right a lot of the time or something with their predictions and stuff and their prophecies. which is a thing to this very day, by the way. I don't mean in Delphi, but there are prophetic people who receive future predictions, but it's not, literally, like, the future has not been written, therefore it can be, the future can go in any direction, which is why it is hard to do that, and it can't always change. It's always changing, the likelihood of future outcomes. What the hell is this? The people of Taras are in many ways the people of Sparta. The colony was established in part from Spartiates in Magna Graecia, and they now need our help. The villainous Lucani tribe has attacked them. Lucani. Oh. Yeah, these guys over here. Okay. That's cool. I like seeing little pieces of history like this. Like, these people are practically Spartan. In part. In part, they are Spartan. Huh. Villainous Lucani tribes attack them. Our armies will envelop the enemies of Taras with fear, should we choose to help our daughter colony. Hell yeah. Let's do it. We'll regenerate our manpower over time. It just means we won't be able to go to war super soon. There are also other ways we can get them back. The Antigonids, in their hubris and folly, have chosen to once again resume hostilities with Cassandros Antipatrides of Macedon in a vain attempt to prove dominance over those known as the Diadochi. We can only wait to see what effect this will have upon the politics of the known world, and how many sons must die to sate the bloodthirsty appetites of tyrant kings. What a shame, what a shame. Diplomatic relations. I feel like we should do this. Because I can skirt around. Well, no, actually I can't. I'm gonna have to war with the Macedonians, dude. I'm gonna have to swallow up as much as I possibly can around here, and then I might need to I don't know. I really don't know, but because they have so many damn subjects. But it's not as bad. It's not all that bad, It's not all that bad. Oh, these guys are at war with, what the? Oh, they're, oh, yeah. The war just kicked off between the Antigonids and the Diadochi of Macedon. Even though they're both, oh wait, no, they're not, the Antigonids are not Diadochi. Alright. As soon as I have enough political power, we're gonna, oh wait. Yo, I've forgotten this entire time to turn the volume on. I'm so sorry. There we go. There we go. Alright, cool. While you guys listen to some amazing music, I am gonna go and grab a little snacky. Snacky snack. This is my favorite track from the soundtrack. Okay. Came back just so I could turn on the BRB screen so that people know when I am AFK. Okay, cool. Very cool, very cool. Alright. BRB. Hello, mine friends. I have returned. What is that? Wait, music's playing? Was it not playing this whole time? That's weird. Okay. What's this? What the hell? Never seen this before. Huh. Alright then. Very cool. Alright. For now I'm gonna end the stream here so that I can do my duties in real life, and we shall continue this tomorrow. If I don't hop back onto this, then we will be doing some Dark Souls. Souls of Darkness. And obliterating whatever swarthoids await us there. But for now, thank you anybody watching in the future, and thank you Sinistral very much for watching. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you, and I love all you guys. Peace for now.